Are you one of those people that sets a really lofty goal? Like, I'm gonna eat healthy for a month with literally zero bad foods at all, right? And then you're super motivated for about a week, and then you get to week 2 and you die out. You find something unhealthy to eat. And then you kind of lose that motivation to keep going with your goals and you almost backtrack. Well, then this is the video for you. What's up everyone, my name is Zoe and welcome to my motivational YouTube channel, Zoe's 2 Dots on Life. So there's a topic that I want to talk about today which I've learned a lot about since August. I'm actually taking this course, it's called web jogging, which it sounds kind of funny because who would have thought that you can do jogging online, but it turns out you can. For this course, every single week, we're assigned about 3 different runs that we have to take. And then you have to track the run with some kind of watch like the one I'm wearing. Every single week, then you have to run a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So over the summer, I was really into running. I ran probably about 1 to 2 miles, like on a consistent basis. But then when I took this class, I started off at about my basis, about 1 to 2 miles, but then as the class kept going, I kept increasing. So, I was at 2 miles, 2.5, then I got to 3, I was like, wow, look at me. Then I got to 3.5, then I got to 4, which I couldn't believe I was running 4 miles, right? And now I'm at 4.5, and I've even hit 5 miles, which is honestly huge. Looking back when I was running about 1 mile, there was no way I could have kept going to reach 5 in one time. So the lesson that I want to share with everyone today is that if you really want to get into something, whether that be jogging, for instance, you can't go into it and be like, all right, I've never done this before. I'm going to run 5 miles today, period. You can't do that because then you're gonna try it and then fail it and then have no motivation to try it again. So instead, you really want to start small and kind of make it part of your lifestyle. So for me, running a mile now seems like nothing, but it used to be huge. So start off by running 1 mile 3 times a week, right? That's all you have to do. And then over time, progress it because it's the first day of November right now. And I started doing this all the way back in August, right? So it's taken me a couple of months to get to where I am today. So I can't expect an immediate change and an immediate jump to reach that goal. So it's really important to kind of set these goals as long-term rather than short-term goals, because I feel that is then when you start to get discouraged. And the same goes for eating healthy. So for instance, if you want to lose some weight, if you want to change your diet, then you can't just totally get rid of all of the bad stuff you've been eating and just totally put in all this good nutritious food that. I mean, maybe some people out there can, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I feel that would be really hard because you would go through such a strong withdrawal, then you'd immediately go back to your bad habits. Whereas if you progress over time, then there's less likely of a chance that you're gonna just jump back to those habits. So for example, health in food is something I've kind of wanted to incorporate into my life a little bit more, just be a little bit more, aware of it. So I'm starting small. I've got my calorie tracker on my phone just to kind of observe my eating patterns and see what I can improve about them. By looking at this calorie tracker, I noticed that, I could probably be eating more fruits and veggies, right? So what I'm doing now is just making sure every day I have 1 fruit and 1 veggie. That's it, right? It doesn't seem like a huge change, but it's something small. And then over time, I'm gonna look back and be like, wow, every single day I did that, right? And then from there, once I establish a solid base of doing that, then I can add more healthy foods and just more healthy things into that diet. I can start to cut out things that weren't as healthy, or I can just add a variety of different things. If you want to change your life, it's all about adding it slowly in. It can't be an overnight change, or then it's just gonna totally die out. Another example, I am addicted to coffee just a little bit, and I decided I was gonna do a coffee cleanse. I've decided to do this multiple times, and the most recent, ended like all of them. I went like crazy after like 5 days, and I got a cup of coffee, and then the next day I got a cup of coffee, and then the next day I got a cup of coffee. So yeah, the coffee cleanse didn't work out. And why is that? It's because I totally cut off the source, whereas I should think of it a little bit differently. I should be like, okay, coffee, maybe all the sugary drinks, not the healthiest option, so instead I should maybe cut it down to like 1 per week. And then if I'm also at Starbucks another day, I should pick a healthier drink while I'm there. Maybe get like a plain cappuccino, which, maybe not still the healthiest, but hey, at least I'm choosing a healthier drink than some sugary, like, pumpkin spice drink, right? Which I like those. It's good to mix them in, but like having one every day isn't the best option. This really goes hand in hand with anything in life. If you want to learn a new language, right? You've got to start with the basics. You've got to learn like bonjour. You've got to learn like just the verbs, just the basis of the language before you start implementing these like long sentences and like starting to read books. You need to have a solid foundation. And it's the same if you want to write a book, right? You can't just one night open your notebook and just bang out like an entire book. Like, no, you have to like take it step by step and start really small, but then over time that is going to build. And it reminds me from my favorite book ever called Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you haven't read it, you should absolutely read it. I feel like everyone should read it. And that book is all about the compounding interest of doing things over time. Like, for example, every time you eat a fruit, right, then you are putting in 1 vote towards the desired person you want to become. When you want to change your life, it really comes down to the small decisions that you make every single day. That's really what life adds up to, and it's all about. And I think it's neat if you start tracking these things. So for me, I am a big journaling person. I've made that like a habit, and it's totally part of my life. And now in that journaling routine, I make sure that I'm spending some time like just tracking, okay, how many calories, like, did I eat a fruit, did I eat a vegetable, like, what was my workout today, like, tracking those things every day, and then I can look back and, like, see the progress that I've made. I also have been tracking, like, my spending lately, and, like, I just want to get a little bit more into budgeting because I'm going to graduate soon, and I want to make sure I have a good knowledge of that. So it really comes down to the little choices and the little habits every single day, just like it comes down to what you're thinking and just all about your mindset, and all of it just goes together. And that's why I just love self-improvement, my favorite topic in the entire world. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you guys next time.